The date is September 1st, 2018. Cody Rhodes and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, have made a bet that they could fill a 10,000 seat arena. And so is born All In, and through that, All Elite Wrestling. Fast forward to the next year, we get to the first proper pay-per-view by AEW, and it is Double or Nothing with the main event of Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho to go to the first ever AEW World Championship match later that year. And the match was won by Jericho and followed by Jon Moxley making his AEW debut after leaving the WWE earlier that year. Later that year in 2019, we also saw the debut of a new weekly television show called AEW Dynamite, airing on TNT. Now, as I stand here today in April of 2024, AEW has been running nearly 5 years. And in those nearly 5 years of AEW being a wrestling organization, a wrestling company, the alternative to WWE, I have always had hope and love for AEW in some form or another. And I have really been holding on to this idea that maybe they could be something special, unique, and really at this point recapture some of the magic that they've lost over the last 5 years. But guys, when I tell you that AEW last night really just blew it at what is considerably maybe the most important time in the history of this business, as WWE is on the rise and AEW is falling down, it hurts me to say, but I think we are going to see the decline of AEW, and here's the reason why. This guy, Tony Khan. Now, how can that be possible, you say? Part-time Gamer Dad, how can it be Tony Khan? He's the guy who runs the company, and that's exactly the issue. Nick Jackson last night provided footage, backstage footage, from All In London of the altercation between CM Punk and Jack Perry, two guys who technically don't even work for the company anymore in at least 6 months. And come to find out, per PW Torch, Wade Keller, they didn't even want to present this footage. This was Tony Khan's idea. Right after WrestleMania, right after the biggest show, arguably in the history of the WWE, especially in the last 10 plus years, really cementing the Triple H era, having AEW's arguably biggest star ever win the world title in WWE in the main event, an incredible evening, incredible weekend of wrestling, to immediately follow that up with this garbage, this trash that is not actually directly impacting any kind of storyline in a viable way. They make the argument that FTR were the masterminds behind CM Punk attacking Jack Perry. And like, that is such a stupid reason to include this footage. They're trying to ride the coattails of CM Punk, a star who is now bigger in WWE than he ever was in AEW. A guy who looks like he's more at home, more at peace, more himself than he ever was in AEW. Yes, to WWE throw shade at AEW, yes, but they're subtle about it and they don't ride the coattails of AEW. Don't come to me and say that's hard to say, because CM Punk went back to WWE, and Jade Cargill went to WWE, and Cody Rhodes went to WWE, all from AEW. No. The talent that was in AEW understood that they had a better chance financially and career-wise in terms of success by going to the WWE. CM Punk didn't want to be there. Cody Rhodes eventually didn't want to be there. Andrade didn't want to be there because they see more value in the product that is WWE. And this is coming from somebody who was a big AEW fan when it first started and was an AEW fan for many years after it first started. But we are now at a tipping point because Tony Khan is a fan who's not treating this like a business. He's treating it like his own personal plaything. And as a result of that, when your playthings, when your toys fight back, like a CM Punk with this interview that he recently released, and to Cody's credit, he didn't speak ill because he wasn't there, but CM Punk shared the truth, shared his perspective of it, and Tony Khan, out of retribution, if you will, came back and shared this footage, which doesn't do anything but make CM Punk right. It's not good for business. And when we take a comparison of WWE and what they're doing right now and what AEW is doing, guys, it's not even in the same league right now, right? As you say, it's not the same ballpark. No. Right now, WWE's majors and AEW is in the minors. And I don't care that they get paid millions of dollars, right? You watch the AEW product, you watch the WWE product, and it's not equitable. And I don't mean that to be mean. And I don't say that because I'm a WWE fanboy. I love wrestling. I love New Japan. I love TNA. I love Ring of Honor. I love All Elite Wrestling. But guys, it is not what it once was. And it's frustrating to see a product that could be so good be tarnished because one man, the man who runs the company, is treating it like it's not a business. He's treating it like it's a social media platform where we go to air out all our dirty laundry. And he uses social media in a way that's not becoming of a CEO. And he uses his platform and his position to promote a big announcement every coming week. And you know what? It has no meaning anymore. Tony, you lost your mind, bro. I saw the footage. If that was you fearing for your life, you need to get some real world experience, my friend, because that was two men, well, arguably a man and a boy squashing a beef, or a man putting a boy in his place. And at the end of the day, if that's what you're worried about, if you're worried about WWE so much, a business and a company that you can't even really truly compete with, you need to focus on your own stuff. You need to focus on what they're focusing on, because until you can get up to their level, they shouldn't even be in your purview. They shouldn't even be your peripheral. You need to focus on your own stuff, get your own house in order. Otherwise, you're going down the same road of WCW 2000, and we all know how that ended. All right, guys, something a little bit different for you today, but just need to get that out of my system. And now we won't ever talk about it again. But make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 2,200 subscribers. We could do it by the end of April. Fingers crossed. We're already at 100 plus subscribers for this month. Craziness, the 11th day of April. Make sure you comment down below your feelings on this whole situation. I'll see you soon.